All right, a little clap.
Guys, we're here tonight with Jason Croft. He is, first of all, I want to tell you guys thank you for coming. I have a vision of creating a interview process in a live format, basically like a Mike and Mike show on ESPN. And we're going to record the content, so if you guys just network and talk, that's fine. If you'd like to have some feedback, some nuggets to grow your business, to really network and grow in a different realm, then we're going to push out some content to you guys. We're going to be able, can you hear me at all? You can't? Why can't you hear me? Because you're shaking your head. You can't hear anything? Okay.
Push everybody over here.
Push everybody over here. Hey guys, if I could have your attention real quick. This is our beta test here, guys. And we appreciate you guys coming. There are a lot of good things that are happening. We have BizEnergize. It's a Facebook group. It's a forum. What we have done with BizEnergize is we want to make sure that we're bringing energy and some vibrancy to the marketplace and to our business owners and our professionals. So you guys were picked. We just didn't advertise this to anybody and everybody. You guys were selected out of our databases and picked out for this specific moment. What we're doing here is going to have an interview session. We're going to have a 30-minute interview. I have Jason Croft up here. He is a SEO video strategist, and he brings a different twist to marketing that is going to absolutely grow your business in a lot of different ways. We wanted to, the vision of this networking group is to have a format. One, you guys come in, mix and mingle, you get to know each other, you drop your card into that huge martini glass or wine glass, whatever we have out there. It looks like a fishbowl to me. So if you could drop your card in so we know that you guys came and we know who you are, so we can push out the content to you. We're gonna have a 30-minute interview process from 6 to 6:30. We're running a little bit late. And then 6:30 to 7:30 is networking. We wanna make sure that you personally get connected with the right people to grow your business. So it's not just another happy hour, it's not just another drink specials. We just didn't bring you in here because we want business. Of course we want business, but we want to make sure that everybody wins in this deal. So again, you guys can talk, you can do whatever you need to do, but I just wanted to kind of give you the vision so you don't just think that we're up here doing something that's weird and awkward and it feels uncomfortable. You guys can laugh a little bit. We are doing stuff weird and uncomfortable, but we really want to push something out to the marketplace that the marketplace doesn't have yet. And we're going to fill that need. So we're excited about it. Jason's actually done what, 83 podcasts. So he already has his show. So we're delighted that he's here with us. So we're going to start the interview process. Are you guys good with that? Okay, perfect. You guys, again, you can talk and you can order drinks. You can have a good time. We want you to do that.
Or you can listen intently.
You can listen intently. You can do whatever you like. But I just want to let you know that we're talking over here and you don't have this weird rumble behind the music. I am not singing, by the way. So we are not doing any karaoke with me. So that's a good thing because you guys would all escape. Okay, perfect. So nice. Jason, we appreciate you coming tonight and starting and kicking off BizEnergy with us. So tell us a little bit about you and what you're doing and how you're impacting the marketplace.
Certainly, I'll pass this back and forth. Hi everybody, glad to be here. This is a blast. I'm jumping in as Brian mentioned, 83 episodes of Startup Dallas. And so my specialty is video marketing, helping people. But what I did a year ago to really, let's see if this thing works, right? Is I found the Dallas-Fort Worth startup community and didn't know a soul, found the community, loved this group of people, very connected, very driven, and I wanted to be a part of it. So I jumped in, created this podcast, Startup Dallas. We do audio, shoot video in our studios, and within a year, I had a seat at the table, as I like to say. I was now one of the faces of the Dallas-Fort Worth startup community. And it's a blast because, met an incredible number of people, but also it just shows the power of this, and getting in front of video, getting in front of people via camera, via audio, and just the power to stand up as an authority when you have those tools at your disposal. So honestly, the thing I'm most excited about right now is doing that for other people. So I'm sort of preaching the gospel, if you will, and helping everybody I can get started with that, helping them, whether I'm doing it for them or consulting or whatever that may be.
Excellent. So as far as hurdles in startups and getting started or putting anything new in the marketplace has its ups and downs. And it has its obstacles and it has its pain points, but the process that you're going through, help us understand some of the disciplines and the habits and the things that you're doing to connect. And one of the things that you just shared is that you're helping other people, and that's one of the things that we really focus on as well. And I know that a lot of us are really interested, we need to make sure that we're taking care of ourselves and our business and our family, and that we're having cash flow, we're cash flowing properly, so to speak. But when we take our eyes off of ourselves and off of our business, how do you overcome those hurdles and those obstacles and those situations, get through that process by connecting with other people?
Well, it's really everything, I'm in the midst right now of launching my new venture, formerly a VP of Sales and Marketing for a production company here in town. Now launching my own endeavor and launching my own show as well, a brand new fun show. I'm sure we'll dive into the details. But that's what I discovered with Startup Dallas in the startup community. I've started applying across all kinds of industries for my business, which is do everything I can to get to this, right? I mean, the show is great and you can, people can see it and build an audience, but it's all for this, so that I can call up whoever I want to call up if I have a problem, if I need more business, whatever that is, and say, hey, you want to be on the show? Who else, how else can you do that? You can't, if you're just sitting at your desk one day and I'd really like to talk to the CEO of American Airlines, well, good for you. But if you have a platform, you get through those gatekeepers, you get them on, and then you build this relationship over 30 minutes or an hour, and you have a connection and you follow up, and that's been the solution for me, because I absolutely have those stumbling blocks. And launching this new venture, it's like, wow, out on my own now, and it's all about daily disciplines, hit these things, but meeting the people through exactly this way, like we've done, that's been key to everything.
Right, and I've looked at, and I do coaching, and we're working with a lot of business owners. One of the things that we've found that has been crazy is that a lot of us are trying to wait for an invitation. We sure would like to be invited to a networking group. I'd like to be invited to this platform. I'd like to be on that XYZ program. I would like to be in that office. I would like to be behind that gatekeeper. But a lot of times, and this platform, especially with video, is very essential. It's very critical, and it's a buzz in our marketplace. So you have Facebook Live, video, and I want you to dive into some of the video techniques and why video is so important. But we're finding even the millennials and even the baby boomers are starting to utilize video more. And one of the things that I look at is, if you're going to be invited to something, that's great. And if you want to wait to have an invitation to be on a program, to start a radio program, to be involved in TV or video or productions or whatever, that's fine if you wait for it. But I don't have a lot of patience when it comes to waiting. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really not the most patient person. I'm probably going to wait about 35 minutes, and then I'm going to figure out how to create it myself. And I'm going to build that platform. And that is one of the neatest things about working with entrepreneurs and startups and even B2B, B2C people, is that we can help create platforms that other people can give their voice, their message, and their situation can be heard. So tell us a little bit more about video, what you're doing, how you're helping people position themselves, leverage themselves in the market, so it's not just a one-on-one, but now it's one-on-many.
Absolutely, and everybody sees it all around. We've heard it for years. Video's the next thing, video's the next thing, everybody's doing it. And then you ask people, Well, are you doing video? Oh, wow. Nah, I'm not doing it. You know, that's been going on for years now. And I think one of the key drivers to this new push is how accessible it is and how all of these platforms are rewarding you for jumping in and doing something, creating this content, because video keeps people on platforms longer. So one of the hottest things right now is Facebook Live. Facebook rewards that platform if you upload natively to Facebook at all, as opposed to linking to YouTube, linking to somewhere else. If you take that same video and upload that to Facebook directly, Facebook loves you because you're keeping people on their platform longer. You're going to get rewarded. We all know the algorithms are out there. It's a tiny percentage of your followers who actually see all of that stuff. So any little advantage that we can have, great. And then that's boosted even more with Facebook Live right now and playing with it. I mean, even for as much as I'm doing, I'm diving into it now. And really, you just have to, like, let's go for it, you know? Like, jump in and do it. It's not going to be perfect and clean the first time, but you just keep going, and those things really, really help your whole presence online. So we've known for a while now, you know, YouTube is the second largest search engine next to Google, who owns YouTube, of course. So that's what I'm working with small businesses right now, pharmacies, local companies, to really get ranked in YouTube by finding those perfect little keywords, get them ranked up, which Google then grabs, gets them ranked. And for, like I said, for as much as we've all been talking about video for so long, so few people are still doing it. People still feel overwhelmed enough by it that you still have a good chance of really taking over in your little pocket, in your niche, really quickly.
Absolutely. And one of the things, videos aren't expensive. It's not. You can have your iPhone, which I have up here, and you can buy this $30 tripod and put it up there, and you can station it anywhere. One of the things that I talked to Jason about, and Jason and I were having a great conversation about pushing out content. And a lot of the market has shifted as far as our marketing approach. Really, what I want to do is collect followers. I want to build an audience. I want to push out enough content that people are interested in talking. And really, I've seen that a lot, and it happens more and more and more. So I haven't done a video yet. And I was talking to Jason several weeks ago, and he said, Brian, you've got to do it. And I'm like, well, you know, I have this perfectionist mindset, and I want it to look pretty, and I want the intro and the extra to be this absolutely stellar. Well, I could spend a lot of money doing it, or you can just jump off the deep end and you'll be fine. The water's not warm, guys. It's really not. But you'll get used to it. I mean, if you have kids, you understand that they jump in when it's really cold and they like to swim, because they just get acclimated quicker. So one of the things, Jason, how can we start using video? Can it be used for B2B? Can it be used B2C? What are some of the advantages, leverage, positioning tools that we can use that you can help us understand that here's step 1, 2, 3 that you need to get for video?
Sure. To one of your questions, certainly it can definitely be used for B2B. Because anybody in a B2B situation, whoever's making that buying decision on the B is a person, you know, so you can still reach all of them. They're still looking at your presence, looking at your content. And just what you're doing here with the phone, I mean, trust me, I'm a filmmaker, guys. Like, I started out, I've made movies, made beautiful videos, strive for that at every turn. But even I see the value in just getting started and then level up. You know, because what'll happen, you don't need to practice with a $30,000 budget. You know, practice with the iPhone. It's HD. Get that content out. And there's different levels to your video ecosystem, right? There's that beautiful, stunning video that you want on your homepage that tells everybody about your business. You want to spend a little more time and money and budget with that. But you should be doing daily, weekly these videos that are just as valuable to your business because you're staying alive and keeping relevant. And if you can get past this part, right, the being in front of a lens and oh my goodness, you know, because by no means easy. The only reason I started doing it was because I stopped caring. I was like, I don't care what anybody thinks, and I just went. And that's the biggest and best thing that you can do. But doing that, I mean, if you can get past that little piece, man, it's so much easier than sitting at a blank page and trying to write a blog post every day, every week, that we've also been hearing for so many years, like, oh, you gotta get content, you got content marketing. And there's a place for that. But if you're not strong there, and you have you're much better at this, well, do this. And heck, if you're so camera shy that you don't want to talk to a lens, do this. Get somebody in your office to do this right here. And it really is accessible, and all of a sudden you've got all these pieces of content that you can then turn into a blog post, turn into an audio program, and share in all these different venues.
Now, one of the things that I've seen as far as positioning tools is that if I need to get in somebody's office and I need to get them to call me back, they're not going to call me back because they think that I am on the transaction side. But if I call them up and say, hey, listen, are you up for a 15-minute interview? Because I would just like to collect a little bit of information and I'd like to push it out to my audience. I don't know of a company out there that does not want more brand awareness, more exposure, and more visibility. And if they can get in my database and I can push that content out, that's opened up so many doors for us. So I want to encourage you to jump over that ledge. Get over the fear. Don't try to be perfect at it, because you're not going to be perfect the first time anyway. It's just like riding a bike. You're going to fall. You're going to scrape your knees. You're going to see facial expressions that you do naturally. Online, they're taped. People have been seeing your idiosyncrasies and your facial expressions for years. They've never told me that my eyes frown. They've never told me that my forehead scrumples. They never tell me that I have this weird twitch. They don't, but I can see it on video, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want that out there. But they're used to that. I've already done it. It's not that you become this expert when you start videoing. You are who you are. You're already there. And people are already seeing those facial expressions and how you talk with your hands and how you wink or you smile or you get really intense or you're focused. They already like you. So don't worry about it. Start doing videos. So Jason, tell us a little bit more about yourself. What are your passions? What are you interested in? I know I've asked you a lot of questions there. What's getting your attention right now?
First, I want to know what a scrumple is.
Scrumple. I don't know. Just a scrumple's a scrumple.
Okay. I'm just curious. Passions these days. Obviously, I mean, I think you guys can tell that I'm having a blast doing this, right? I love helping people get over that fear and do this. I've got, the personal side. I got 3 boys at home, having a blast with them. They're definitely full-time focus, plus full-time focus and work, plus right? We all have some of that. That's really what's pushing me these days, and I'm in that mode of just restarting again now with the new show. That's been taking up a lot of time, and it's kind of like, I don't know if you guys have seen Seinfeld's Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee online, the YouTube videos he's got going, but I'm doing that with entrepreneurs. So we take this camera right here, we throw entrepreneurs, startup founders, sales and marketing folks, we throw them in a vehicle, force them to give us good information before we let them out. But it's been fun. It's a good platform. We're about to launch that one, and just like the first show, I mean, to Brian's point too, of you just got to get over it. I mean, I don't know what switched. For me, I've been doing video for 24 years professionally. I was always on the other side of the camera. Never had a desire to be in front of the camera, and never had any business being in front of them. But then one day, the idea for this show came up, and it was, well, somebody's got to do it. So I don't care. I'll jump out and do it. And I was that person who, showed up at networking events and everything. Did this against the wall and hoped somebody maybe talked to me. And then with that and with the show, I just stopped caring. Maybe it's an age thing. I was like, I don't give a crap. I'm going in. And that was huge. And it was also the commitment to just start. No matter what. I had a date. Dallas Startup Week happened last year for the first time here in Dallas. And that was it. I was going to launch the show then, no matter what it was like, no matter what. And I am so grateful still to this day that I did, because with my norm, just like you, I mean, I want things looking great, looking perfect. If I had stayed with that feeling, I'd still be sitting here talking about the show I might make one day, as opposed to the hundreds of incredible connections I've made since then. So I don't know if that answered any of your 16 questions. But.
Well, it was. I'm just going to bombard you with questions, and you can answer whichever one you want. So, family man, you have 3 children, so you're extremely busy, and you can still do videos, push out the content. Are you seeing a better response since you've been doing videos, pushing out the content? Are people calling you now because of it?
Absolutely.
Excellent. So you're making the phone ring.
Yep.
And that's one of our jobs in business, is to make that phone ring. So one of the things that I want to let you guys know, so Jason has this Seinfeld model that he's doing. We have a Mike and Mike model. So if you guys are familiar with ESPN, we want to do live interviews. We want to do a live recorded interview. We'll eventually put it into a podcast. We'll boil it down so we can give you the information. You can take our recordings, our content that we have, and that you can use that for your own personal growth, for your business, for connecting, and push that out. We would love for you guys to grow. We want to make sure that we're offering valuable content and delivering you some things that you're not necessarily going to get, in any other networking group. Not that we're the only one by any means, not that we're the only one. We go to other networking groups as well. But I want you guys to be able to be connected. I want you to meet some people in here. So 1 is the content, 2 is the connection. And I always want to make sure it's a value add to your time. One of the questions that I asked on a Facebook Live video was, we talk a lot about money. How much is this going to cost me? Well, I ask a different type of question with that. It's not how much is it going to cost me, it's how much does it cost me if I don't attend? How much am I going to lose from it? Is that one opportunity, that one connection, that one idea, that one thing, that one nugget that sets me over and is the missing link to my equation? Because all of us in business, we have those missing links. So hopefully we're giving you great content. We're going to continue to grow. Jason, thank you so much for coming and being a part. We want you guys to get in touch with Jason. What we're going to do, instead of having and I want you to tell them how to get in touch with you, and I want you to tell them your website and all that. But instead of you guys remembering that, because you have an adult beverage in your hand, and I want you guys to have fun, and I want you to actually connect with somebody, if you will make sure that you put your card into our receptacle up front, then what we'll do is we'll make sure that you get Jason's contact information. You know where you can find him, what he does, a little bit more about his business, his website, and you can go in there and he'll help you out with the videos. So tell them how to find you.
Absolutely. TheJasonCroft.com is the new website. On social at TheJasonCroft.com, Twitter, all that good stuff. And we'll make sure we get it out to you officially. New shows about to launch. We'll get that information. That'll be at that website. And thank you guys so much.
Good deal. I appreciate you guys greatly. Thank you so much. And I want you to mingle and mix. We have our core group here. And by the way, Blake Hollers, it's his birthday today. He's part of our leadership and our council here. So we want to wish Blake a happy birthday there. So he took time away from his family to be a part of this. But we have, our core group is very much involved in how can we help you. So we're going to mix and mingle right after I stop talking. A mic is really dangerous for me because I like to talk. So I want to introduce you to some other people, and we want to make sure that we connect you to the right people. So get to know us, let us know who you're looking for. We're going to help you connect to the right people tonight and then in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, guys, do connect with me afterwards. I'd love to help you guys. Let's talk about what your challenge is right now and how video can help you out and how I can guide you down